And new tonight, a new collective bargaining agreement won't be up for discussion anytime soon for non-public safety employees. The city of Fort Wayne voting to not introduce the ordinance. Fox 55's Caleb Saylor was at the council meeting today and is outside Citizen Square to tell us more about what happened. Caleb.
Yeah, at tonight's city council meeting, all 5 Republican members of council decided to vote against introducing an ordinance set forth by the 4 Democratic members of council that would at least discuss bringing back collective bargaining agreements for non-public safety employees. After that vote tonight, now those employees are going to have to wait.
City employees tonight stood outside of Citizen Square encouraging council members to introduce an ordinance that would bring back collective bargaining agreements for non-public safety city employees. Back in 2014, City Council voted 6-3 along party lines to get rid of the CBAs for non-public safety employees of the city, and after a 5-4 vote tonight, that still stands. Democratic Councilman at Large Glenn Hines was one of the 4 members on council who voted back then to keep the CBA in place. He says if Republicans are for some city employees having CBAs, they should be for everyone.
If you're for public safety having collective bargaining,
Russ Yale voted no back in 2014 to get rid of it and voted again tonight to keep things the way they are. He believes those city employees should accept what's in place.
It is an honor to serve the public, and this public is best served not with collective bargaining. And so that's why I take that stance and why I think that our employees should respect what is best for the public and respect the system that is in place.
For the Democratic members of council, tonight was less about the CBA not happening than it was not even getting the chance to introduce the ordinance. Democratic Councilwoman Sharon Tucker of the 6th District summarized her side's thoughts.
Your party wouldn't even allow discussion to take place. And you'll want to discuss something in the future with us. You will. And we'll listen. Because that's what good people do. They listen and talk.
Yale says that there are instances where costs were saved due to eliminating those CBAs, whereas Hines says they haven't materialized. And Yale says while there was talks of helping these same employees during the pandemic in the summer, that's no reason to upend things.
The pandemic is an exceptional time, and that is why you don't make structural long-term changes such as bringing back collective bargaining just because of a pandemic.
So I apologize for the audio issues there, but I want to reiterate and I want to say word for word what Glenn Hines told me tonight. He said, quote, if you're for public safety for having collective bargaining, then the civil servant non-public safety employees should be entitled to public collective bargaining as well. And he thinks that, in more polite words, that it's ridiculous that these Republican members aren't for both the public safety employees and non-public safety employees to be able to unionize. So to summarize everything, tonight's meeting means that those public safety employees will be the only ones in the city of Fort Wayne for now to be able to unionize, but there's still a possibility for this discussion to be brought up at a later date. Reporting live in Fort Wayne, Caleb Saylor, Fox 55 News.